Hello, how are you again today? I hope you're going to forgive me for yesterday's indulgent. We're just going to go hashtag blame Brandon. Man, I didn't mean to ramble for so long. I just, the thing is, I have been asked certain questions that a lot of them that got answered in that ramble. Things come up at various times from people, either in emails or in here sometimes. I got a Twitch message yesterday, the night before, that triggered some of this stuff too. And in my Discord, there's a lot of private messages and some things this morning that had come up that it just all sort of snowballed into, well, if I hammer on for a while, I can cover it all in one time. Oh my goodness gracious. I've had an interesting life at any rate. There's been a lot of good. There's been some absolute freaking horror. I am writing about that, though. I'm actually working on a book that started from another friend of mine called Brandon. Actually, it just must be the name that's good for launching me into new places in life. Oh my goodness, because he too he's the reason I started writing in the first place. No, I like writing. I found out in high school, in grade 10, I think it was, I had an English teacher that was absolutely brilliant. I love the man to this day. Sometimes teachers, you guys out there, I don't think you have any idea what an influence you can have on people, but you certainly had a big one on me, and thank you for that, because it was all good. Do I have things I should be planting? Okay, well, I need more. Scan with the asparagus is like third quest in a row. But can I plant it now? It just changed. I cannot. Oh, here, comma. I wonder how many of these I need. These I like to do. Well, let's see how many I need first. Come on, click with the fingers. There we go. Yes, you click with the fingers. Sometimes you have to remind yourself, apparently. Yeah, I was in high school, and he forced us all to write a short story, and he gave us a list of items we had to pick from, and they were all horrible. And I ended up writing something about, there were nothing I thought I was interested in anyway, but I ended up having to write a story for a contest about creeping down the stairs in the middle of the night to raid the kitchen, to raid the fridge in the kitchen, and I won a thing, and it just triggered this, oh my God, I want to write. And I've wanted to write my whole life. And my life has been very physically active. I've been out in the barn. I have not been sitting in front of a computer until recently. Now that's all I ever do. There you go. You never know, right? Oh, I have one more batch over here. And then we're going to go plant some pretty stuff in the flower garden. I need to take a time to look over this farm too. It's sort of, as you guys know, I'm in the middle of reorganizing. Organizing in the first place. There's no about it. There was nothing organized in this farm as I was leveling to the point where I could get all of the properties. I don't even try. I just plop something down somewhere. Like, who cares? I know I'm gonna have to move it, so there's no point worrying about it right now. Okay, so that's done. We got one of them done. So we need to be over here. Are my animals okay? These guys do not have a keeper. Okay, well that won't do. Dude, actually, before we go, yeah, they need that. Okay. I don't like taking them away from here. How about you? What are you doing with your life? I'm going to take this guy away. Or this one. Is this the thing? Where are you? I'm here. There's nothing there. I'm going to take you. Come on with me, sweetie. Come to me, little man, with your pretty little hat. Today is... the event is over. I think. I'm pretty sure the event is over. It is this one, correct? Yes, that chicken needs to be looked after. Okay. So I can get out of this god-awful green outfit in this game. So two things today. We're going to plant a little bit of a garden area there in our flowers just to break up those long flat fields. And we're going to change clothes because I'm tired of wearing sunglasses while I try to play this game. I mean, seriously, this is a pretty, come on guys, this is not a pretty outfit. I mean, it's holiday appropriate. I will give it that. It is absolutely holiday appropriate. That does not mean it's a good thing, okay? So we are over here. I have no idea what I'm going to do either. I really haven't even thought about it. I've got the road in, and of course this works like a road when you're running along it, so that's absolutely fine. This section will be part of the farm tour. That is the one kind of theme or foundation idea I have for this farm, is that I want to be able to run trains through here to give a tour. I'm getting really close to the point where, you know, I feel like I'm just gonna delete everything, just delete the whole center part of this, and start redoing things properly. I am going to open a file that I do not have open, and I kind of wish I did. So let's go here. We go under Farm Together, and I open my list of plants. Now there were 29 fruit trees, as I recall. Do I not have, oh, it's the wrong file, guys. I did that. Okay. I can't remember how many vegetable things there are. I'm sure I have this open somewhere, though. Just give me a second. I never close this stuff. You just live with it all the time. So I believe there were 29 fruit trees across the top here. And I don't have a lot of each. I think there's only something like 54 of each. And that really isn't a lot when you're trying to complete quests. However, because of my dog, let's be realistic. I don't ever have to complete a quest again, which doesn't seem to stop me from picking them up and working on them endlessly. So that's not going to change. So the reality is I wanted to find ways to add, okay, the trees start right here near the 30 and go across. So I wanted to find ways of tucking in extra little batches of them, like this little piece or that little piece, but in a neat way. So I had some extras when I needed them. Thanks to Bella, maybe I don't even have to bother with that at this point. Oh, this is not the right file either. I had broken these down into how many I had of each, and I think there's only something like 5 or 6 vegetable trees. You know what? Let's just have a wee look. Let's go, you know what, we just look at it. I think there's, what, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 60 trees that I have. That doesn't mean I won't even be planting all of these, because something like the whole Christmas thing, this one, I'm only going to plant this at Christmas. It's not a part of anything. This one I probably would only plant at Halloween, so there, you know, that's not a thing either. But I broke it down in terms of veg. Okay, where's the vegetables? There's a mushroom. I think we only have 3 mushroom trees. So I don't, you know, there's going to be no problem finding some place where I can put 150 trees in and have 50 each of the mushroom. I mean, that's going to be dead easy, right? This little clump right here is what I just did of the withered tree, which gives mushrooms. So that's nothing. That's going to be really easy. And I think there's 3, 4, 5 of them that are flowers, so they'll have their own spot somewhere, so that's not too bad either. The spice stuff, I've still got that garden idea for that, and I will get to it someday when I can focus. And I believe okay, there's one veg. And I do that count Chocula counting the count, whatever, because of a fella named Brandon. That's a theme in my life. It's a good name for me, apparently. So there's 1, there's 2, I believe there's the 3, the cocoa. I know the olives make 4 wherever they are. The nuts, again, what we got, 3 or 4? There's which one? Bamboo, okay, is before. That's 5 with the I think that's all there is. I think there's just the 5 of them. This one, carob, so 6, I guess, maybe 5 or 6 vegetable trees. That's not too bad. So I should be able to find a way to make them neat and tidy somehow. I don't know what that's gonna mean, though. I really don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But let us make it pretty. Now, what do we want out here? I want something with a big, I think I want the yew tree. I want a big, strong presence because I'm doing this to break up the horizon. I'm doing this to have something to look at along the way. So I think something that makes a statement is a good choice. That would give me one in there. And then if I go that and then skip that much, 2, and do 3 of them on this side. Yeah, and that's a serious tree. That's like, I am here. I have arrived kind of tree. That's a good tree. And then if I put 3 more here, that's going to take up most of this space already. There won't be a hell of a lot to add. I was thinking about putting in the flower shops down here someplace. In the flower area seems like a reasonable place to place them. But, like so. So if we're over here and we're harvesting our little lilac here or lavender, whatever, that's this nice strong. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. That is good. And then something smaller in the center, something pretty. What am I going to put here? It needs to be epic. Can I center it? Now there's a good question. Because if it's off-centered, then it won't work. I'm thinking about putting a fountain. I'm actually thinking about putting one of the fountains in. Or if it's off-centered, I put 2 fountains in. There's always ways to cheat the system, right? Would it be this one? That is a pretty thing. It's very colorful. That is nice. It is very colorful. Now, how am I going to know if it's in the middle? I don't think it's going to be. It doesn't feel like this is going to be centered, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have been foiled. My plan is not going to work. But what I could do is just use that same spacing I used on the trees and put one of them there. Actually, no, that was a mistake. Okay, we're good. And and then do the same over to here. We'll have 2 fountains. Oh. So this guy Brandon, I'm Canadian, in case you guys have missed that. And oh my goodness. So I'm taking a road trip, and in Arizona, I'm taking a road trip with a fella that I had met in World of Warcraft. And we had become very good friends over the, and we were in Arizona and we're driving around. We're heading for the Grand Canyon. And that trip is a story in and of itself. But the thing is, he says, I would say A on occasion, and he always noticed them, the blighter. And he started counting them. So this whole trip, every time I'm going, oh, that's pretty nice, eh? And he'd be going, 48000, and it went on, and he did it the whole trip. So it gets embedded in your brain, and every time, and this was years ago, and every time I'm doing anything that I have to start counting stuff in now, it comes to mind. True story. What can you do? Now, the buildings. Some things just get seared onto the top of your brain, and then you're doomed to live with them forever. Oh my goodness. Do I want to put the flower shops here? I mean, I kind of don't. This feels like it's just a building. Now let's have a look. What the hell? I mean, they're pretty, they're bright. I guess they kind of work. If we did this with them like that, and then moved, it's just the extra storage just sounds so handy, right? It sounds so good to have more storage. If we did this and then moved you out to like so, and put it this way, and what? I mean, I suppose, they're bright and they're colorful. They totally have flowers, so I guess that's not a bad thing. And it's not like we have to plant flowers to beautify the place. We're surrounded in these rows of color, which I find so beautiful. Maybe, you know what? It does help, right? What do we have for storage? Flowers. See, that's gone up very nice. That's pretty good. When you come and just, you know, are doing a lot of harvesting, you don't want to have to stop and then, you know, portal back to the main part of your town where you've got your flower shop and try to sell off things. So having these handy, if you do reach the point where you can fill up, and just being able to sell them is not a dreadful thing either. That's actually not too bad. So what else did we put in here? I mean, we've got something to break up the skyline. We've got some extra storage. We have fountains to kind of doll up the place a little bit. What do we do now? I think down here, in here, what do I want to put in here? More flowers. I mean, seriously, can you ever have too many flowers? I don't think so. Oh, a circus wagon. We have got to make our fairgrounds again soon. We've totally got to make a fairground soon. I've been thinking a lot about it lately, but I have to clear space for it, so I can't do it right now anyway. Do I want other trees? Or, you know what? Let's just go with flowers. We'll put in some lighting, and we'll do this. Why, yes, we will. So what do we want to plant here? I don't know yet, and I don't like doing it in the dark because colors are different. Man, I wish we could put the roads together in such a way to have like a courtyard. You know, to have like a solid surface of roads. That would just make me so happy. Okay, what are we going to do here? We've got a lot of pink and purple on that side, white. I love these plants so much, but they don't have a lot of color to them unless they're actually, you know, harvestable. And we got pink on that side. So we get a lot of pinks and purples. Let's go with, there's some yellow way down there that still shows, but let's see what we've got. We need some color, really red. I mean, the poppies, that's always pretty good. We could just do a whole range of color too, I suppose. But not with just poppies, we can't. Okay, there's, where's the other one? Oh, here it is, yellow. Except there aren't 4 colors of those. What would there be that there'd be 4 colors of, I wonder? There's wisteria, there's just the 3. These, of course, are brilliant and huge and wonderful in all the places. You know what, maybe I'll just go with these again. I use them a lot, but they make such a statement, don't they? They're just like, I am here. I am flower, hear me roar. But that's also one of the few we can actually see from here. Well, guys, so the hibiscus only comes in 3 colors. Daffodils. Let's go with daffodils. It is March. I am planting in March. I love daffodils anyway. I think they're glorious plants. We do have some different colors of these. Do we want to go with all the same? We could have gone with tulips too, quite frankly. We have lots of those, right? But let's go with yellow. We don't have a lot of yellow here. There we go. That's a nice splash of spring. And I'll always remember I planted it in March. And I will now, actually. That's a good thing. 'Tis a goodly thing. Where's the star? Did I pass it? I've passed it. Daffodil, hello. Seriously, where? Oh, there we go. I can't understand something with the game, and it obviously it's a glitch. It's not. I know it's not right because I've got too many farms. No, not that one. This one. Thank you. See this flower here? This is Edelweiss, and it's just beautiful. I love it so much. And I've got, was it over here? Oh, we gotta go do that. We gotta do that. Over here, I think, is it over here? It must be. So I've got these, the Kayla lilies. These are from an event, and the Edelweiss is from an event. But I don't have the Edelweiss in here to plant. And I should, because I've had it on other farms. Like once you get it, it's yours, and you can, you can plant it on your other farms. And I know I've planted it on second and third farms. I know that's the thing. But I don't have it on this one, and I don't know why. Because it was, oddly enough, I was looking for it really early in to plant, and I thought, well, and I know I've done it because it's in that list of plants that I just showed you to put in the pots. And it wouldn't be if I didn't have it. So it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's a weird. This is one past the road. And we do these. There we go. And the Royal Palm turkeys, they've got somebody looking after them. These guys are really lucky, these 3 turkeys, because I've got honey there. So I never remove him. So these guys are always got a farmhand on, right there catering to their every whim. I need to remove our duck guy and move him over into there. Run, little girl, run. Actually, where was it? The duck guy is here. What is it? It's over. Let's go see how many there are. If it's just something I can. No, I can't just harvest because it's not been taken care of properly. I'm a bad person. Feed your critters, darn you. The ducks will have to be at my tender mercies for a day or so. Poor little guys. There you go. You can come over here and. Although they have food, they weren't starving, they just need time to finish up. Well, that's not so bad. I'm good. I'm fine. I had fed them after all. They were not suffering. I am most pleased. And even though he was here, sometimes you get one behind. See? So when you move him, you just got to kind of come back and top up. Enough food there, and one more needed there. Good job, little fella. Okay, so I'm going back over here. So you can see all that now. All the animals are sorted, yes. Okay, so in the daytime, we'll be coming along the train, choo-choo, and we will see this. We will have flowers to look at over there. We'll have flowers to look at over here. We've got a couple of things. This center part needs something. Absolutely, totally needs something. So let's put something. I'm glad that's settled. Okay, that's good. We're fine. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So we could put a couple of benches to, you want to watch the fountain like so. And like so. That's a bit of okay. Although then the green looks funny, and it's winter now, so we can't really see it anyway. And I can't center it, which is what I'd like to do because it's only too wide. As are these. You know what? We're going to put some kind of lighting out here. I know there's some, but I've been using that wonky one. Excuse me. I've been using this one, which is a bit fanciful for me, but I thought, it'll be different. You don't always have to do the same things all the time, right? We're going to put these behind this, however. I just want it, I want it to be a beacon in the night, that sort of thing. But I don't want it lit up so bright that it's harsh and glaring. So we're going to just tuck these in back here, I think. So when I'm coming along, will I even see them? It depends on my view. But yeah, I'll see them here. It's like, oh, look, the pretty little lights. Woo! And then they have the flowers and tra-la, tra-la. Wow, lilac are really big, though. Look at the size. That's cool. Okay, there's a thing. I feel like there's something wrong or missing, and I don't want it cluttered. What do I need in the middle? It feels like this center spot needs something, and maybe not those. Although this will be a problem. It's going to have to be something that is one wide because of the spacing here. I because they didn't actually have a plan. It's not thought out at all, right? You know how that goes. Do I want benches? I'm starting to feel like no. I think the benches are not going to be, yeah, the heck with that. They're just going to be a problem. Gone. We could put what? We can't put something centered, but we could put two things like here. Or even 2 rows of things. 2 rows of trees. Is that a maybe? What do we have? Flowers and spring. Little fungies. We'll put those over in our fungal patch. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, very posh and really bright. We could put flamingos. No, I kind of want to. I gotta find some place to put flamingos. I'm not, no joke. We're totally putting flamingos somewhere. And we must have a garden gnome or something. Come on, we gotta have a garden gnome right there. I'm gonna have one of the gardens with flamingos and gnomes because that just seems like you gotta do that. Gotta do what you gotta do, people. One of these, we just do like this. And like this, or do we just fill it, or do we just do we just do the whole business here? Lots of little green. So we have a wee grove in the center. Yeah, it just feels awkward though, doesn't it? Okay, this is not working out very well for me. I'm not happy with this at all. So what am I going to change? Good question. Let's get rid of the 4. It's the spacing. It's just wrong. I mean, I could put a couple of trees there. One in the middle would be better, but I can't do that. So, or sorry, little trees. I'm setting you free. Be free, little tree. We have where this fella. Who would still look better if it were facing, you know, like the other direction, but does this not feel like if we're going to do this, we need to put 2 pots of flowers right here too? I wonder if we took this and moved it by 1. Can I do that? And then put a cup. Yeah, I think we're onto something here. I could prove myself wrong, but you know, it's feeling really good right now, so leave me alone. Okay, we get this one. We're going to do this and this, or are we just going to leave a patch there? Maybe, I don't know, guys. We have the daffodils on either end, so I'm feeling like maybe we just keep with that theme so it's not like too much of everything. And they're so happy. Oh God, I love daffodils. Ayrshire right now is covered in them. It's so beautiful. Or it usually is. Any March I've been there, and I've been there for a few. Okay, how's this? Let's take a walk by again, because that's how you tell. You see it off on the horizon. We've got some color. We got a little bit of movement with the fountains. That's feeling good. The big trees are breaking up that long, flat expanse of doom. I guess, you know, it's not brilliant. It's not the best thing I've ever done, but I get, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I can live with this. And that's, at the end of the day, that, I mean, maybe that's the best answer in the world. Can you live with this? Yeah, it's good. So we'll have some green patches here, bits of lawn. We got a little planting in the middle now with the flowers on either side. It looks like we have a center planting, you know, flower bed sort of thing with the tree in the middle. And that works. This is good. We got a fountain on either side for some blue and movement. We got extra storage, and that's never a bad thing. So I deem thee complete. And it just helps make it, you know, the farm feels like, oh, it's, you know, it's been taken care of. It mattered. It's not just a physical, I need to make more bucks. You know, it's like, okay, somebody loved the place. They planted. They paid a little bit of attention. And that's good enough for me. I'm happy with this. I'm going to call this one done. And look how long it took me. Oh, I'll learn to shut up someday. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being epic, for being part of my life. Patreons, I love you to death. Thank you for allowing me to continue eating this here. You are wonderful people, and my gratitude is sincere. Bye-bye, guys.